This is for the nerds, this is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me, you not gonna do nothing, you are not above me, I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know.
Yeah, that's my bad. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Only Friends podcast. We are without our gracious host today because he put a pile in the bag.
He's got 92,000 chips.
That's right. That's a lot of chips.
And
big blinds,
for the layman's,
the
how
big
many
blinds.
big blinds is that?
It's 9.2.
Yeah.
Nice.
10K big.
I wish I had 9.2.
I mean, hey man, you bagged 9 in the secret bounty.
That's true. I got 14.
Yeah.
Yep, you could have done better.
Spins are real.
Yeah.
Well,
9 big blinds is a lot.
it is a lot. You double, you have 20.
Yeah.
I ran real good in the mystery bounty too. I drew the fucking big blind.
Wow, that's not running good, man.
I know. Oh, sorry. I drew the small blind.
Ooh,
But
button's better.
Small blind's good, though.
I drew the small blind. It was a mystery bounty.
Second best.
Okay. Drew the small blind. Have 9 big blinds. Mystery bounty. So bounties are in play now. Queens.
That's how
Hello.
you win. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, see, that's how
Limp
you,
FC.
that's
I did.
how you run deep in tournaments.
I
You
did.
just
I
have
limp.
fortunate spots like that.
Yep, I limped off 8.5 and got the ace-4 off to just cram it.
I mean, you're
Mhm.
probably supposed to just jam
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you have no
for sure.
fold equity.
For sure.
But like, let him do it.
Bro, it was a 1-of-1 spot, man.
Sneak attack.
I was not going to miss a double with queens. Maybe he has 6-3 off and just says, fuck this
Please,
guy, I'm all
I just
in.
want to see a flop, sir. All
Right.
in. Call. All in, call.
Like, wasn't going to miss this double. It
I
was
added
too big of an
another
opportunity.
min cash to my resume.
Congratulations, Tortoise.
Yeah, yep. Someone tweeted me, said, how many cashes is that now, Kessler? I said, that's 4. That's
You need
4
a-
on the
you and Alan need a
3
segment.
live, 1 online.
I also have 4.
Said
No,
and
maybe I
Alan
have
need a
5.
segment. You guys have to have a segment and just like talk about some shit.
Just Kessler and I?
Yeah, like favorite
Yeah.
oatmeal flavors.
Mm.
That's pretty riveting.
I can't talk food with him.
What's your
We're
favorite
on
flavor?
opposite spectrums when it comes to food.
Yeah, that means you should talk to him.
You're both on spectrums, that's for sure.
Oh, man.
Based.
It was big.
God.
Oh, man. All right. Let's get some of the heavy lifting out of the way early here. Big shout out to our sponsor, WPT Global. They are doing a promotion now called King of Cash. This is ongoing until further notice. For every 100 cash game hands that you play, you will receive a ticket that is worth, or could be worth, over $25K in weekly cash and prizes. For every 2 tickets that you receive, for every player who receives 2 tickets, you'll also get access to the King of Cash weekly free roll. There's never been a better time to grind cash on WPT Global than now. Use promo code Berkey when you sign up. The link is in the description below, or you can hit WPT Global, hashtag WPT Global in the chat. Don't forget to take advantage of their sign-up bonus, 100% up to $1,200. That's a big sign-up bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you, back in the bonus warren days, you didn't get $1,200. That's big.
You got 5 if you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
A lot of
So
good
yeah.
bonuses, yeah.
Yeah, get out there. Bonus FC.
Yep, that's right.
Also,
Get your free money.
quick reminder that tomorrow at 5 p.m., the Wynn is going to be doing their milestone satellite for the WPT Championship in December. Winners of the package, I believe they have 15 guaranteed package. No, 20.
20 seats guaranteed.
20 guaranteed packages that include $3,500 in win chips, which are equivalent to cash, an $1,100 prime seat, as well as a $10,000 WPT main event championship seat.
It's a very interesting satellite.
It's a big package.
They just give you, it's a beefy package, yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what D-Neck said.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's interesting. You get 2 tournaments and extra chips for the price of one satellite.
Yeah, you love it.
Look at that.
$1,600.
You love to see it.
Chance to win $15K.
Got
Let's
to
fucking go. Are you
pony
playing
up.
it?
Yeah.
Are you playing it?
Friday?
Yeah.
I'm in.
You're in?
I'm in.
I might get in.
You in?
No, I'm day 3. Can't get in.
You got pals.
I do got pals.
Let's go.
We'll talk.
You're such a tournament player. Like
Um,
you're a really
I hate this
solid
man.
tournament player.
This man says he gets scammed in all these spots and just says, oh, like I'm just too loose here one flip. Oh, and then I want another flip.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start saying I hate tournaments and all I want to do is play
Stop it.
cash.
I can't
and then I'm
take
gonna
it.
play every single tournament and just cash in every one.
It's very important to wind it in. If I cash today, I will be 5 of 7 in my WSOP ventures. I failed to cash the 25K, and I failed to cash the three events I didn't cash. 25K, the 3K 6 max, and the 2500. I believe I failed in all of my ventures on those three.
You're about
fourth in chips.
You're fourth in chips, and there's like 30% of the field left, something like that.
Well, registration is still open for 2 levels. No,
2 levels?
Lies. I forgot. We start at 12. Registration closes at
start of day 2.
Yeah.
You're in for 2.
I'm in for 2.
Okay.
So,
what does max late reg get you in big blinds?
20.
Yeah.
Really? That's really good.
It is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially.
It was the same thing with the 600 last night.
I mean,
especially like we bagged, I think only 35% of the fields left.
Yeah.
So pretty good spot to max.
Kinda, right?
For sure.
I mean, it's a pretty good tournament, so you should probably just play it when you bust.
Is it re-entry or just it freeze out?
One re-entry.
One re-entry.
Did you play?
I did.
Twice?
Yeah. I played the 10K 6 max, had a great time.
This is the only 6 max I haven't final tabled.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Really? I thought you did. You final tabled a 5K, but it wasn't a 6 max.
Correct. It was an 8 max.
Man.
And
might as well knock this one off the bucket
I fake
list.
final tabled the 10K 6 max.
You got 10th?
7th.
Or 6 max, yeah.
Yeah.
6 maxes are so much fun, dude. I had so much fun the entire tournament. I made Nikki P laugh.
Wow.
So, Changelo?
No.
No, the down
No. So I was playing this
the
guy.
down bad one.
Nah, he's fine. He's all right. He's good in my book.
Another-
I vouch for him.
Biggest Sunday of the year. Woo!
GL Grinders.
Grow up.
WSOP main event. Can't wait.
Yeah, so I was
up.
playing with somebody yesterday who's only here in town for the week because the air quality is low in Detroit. He's like, I can't go back. The air quality's here. He just wanted to play the 50K PLO. But the people would walk by and they'd be like, oh, I'd vouch for this guy, or I'd vouch for this guy. Like, these are good guys. Nikki P sits down. I go, oh, he's a fun guy. He gets to stay at the table. He puts his headphones in instantly, and I go, what the fuck are you doing? Get your fucking headphones out. I vouched for you.
Yeah, seriously.
I fucking vouch for you. He puts he goes, 1500s, you know, like, I take the headphones out, have a good time. 5K, this is serious. And then he realizes what's going on. I'm like, nah, the headphones are coming out.
I'm over headphones at the table.
I play
It's
worse.
Yeah, exactly.
You
miss so much stuff.
It's not even that I miss like things like reads or anything like that. I just like miss important things like action.
Yeah, action.
You're just in your own world.
Yeah, I kind of zone out, and then like suddenly it's like there's action that's taking place, and it's like, hold on, what the fuck is going on here?
People are also very, especially the tournaments that I play. They're very chatty, and they really let you know exactly how they play by just the things that they say.
Yeah, they
That's
tell you
true.
things. They speak, you listen.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the 3K,
It's different in the 5Ks.
In the 3K, there were a couple of players where if I had looked at them, I would have pegged them as like, you know, maybe serious wrecks. But then once they started talking, I was like, this motherfucker studies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
This guy's for sure good.
Yeah, sometimes they let you know.
Yeah. A couple more things to plug to you guys before we get into the shits. We have an academy coming up September 1st through the 3rd. We are going back to the original format, 3 days. Half of the day, each day will be strategy construction from the ground up. And then the other half will be you playing on our RFID table where the coaches will be in the back doing commentary, pointing out what you do well, what you make mistakes at, and areas that you can study in the future. If you're interested in that, head to academy.solveforwhy.io and be sure to sign up. There are 18 seats total, and they're going quickly.
It's a nice graphic.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a new graphic guy. He's doing a great job. Was not me.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, we have a little feel-good story.
I love feel-good stories.
This is a nice one. So you guys may remember that in our 200th episode, we did a giveaway where one man won a seat to the Academy. Shout out to Guy from Montana. And another man won a seat to play Poker Out Loud with us because we were filming
Guy
season
from
9.
Montana didn't win a seat to the Academy.
Oh, he did?
He's a paying customer.
Oh, wow. Well, shout out to Guy from Montana anyway. Who won the seat? Somebody won a seat.
To the Academy?
Yeah.
Aside from Zack?
Zach won
No,
Poker Out Loud.
Zach won Poker Out Loud.
Right.
Who won a seat?
Well, whoever it was, shout out to that man. Sorry, it's been 150 episodes since.
Yeah.
It goes quick.
And a lot of mental capacity drain.
But anyway, Zack's story ended up being pretty compelling when it was all said and done. So he won a seat to play Poker Out Loud with us, came in, That season's actually available right now. We're about halfway through it. And Zack is putting on a show, to say the least.
He's cooking.
A few days after that, he turned right around and won the MSPT for a 6-figure score.
He cooked.
So we put together a little feel-good trailer here for you guys to watch.
I think I will forego any sort of bluffing here, especially since the 6 of diamonds is especially negative with no backdoor qualities.
I like watching you win every hand.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm Zack Fuentes. I mean, I've been playing a long time. Started in 2003. I had a sports bar in Austin, Texas, and we would run those kind of, the bar leagues that are free tournament type thing. So I lost a ton of money for the first year, got really serious about it. Back then, really serious meant, you read Super Systems, or you got like Card Player Magazine or Bluff or something like that. Took a break for about what I thought was gonna be maybe forever. And then COVID hit. And I was like, wow, if I re-engage with poker full time, I'm gonna challenge myself to figure out the tournament aspect of it. I've watched the podcast, pretty religiously. I've seen probably every episode.
And welcome to another episode of the Only Friends podcast with your host, AC Slater. It's looking like the tortoise is in the building, along with Mr. Landon Tice.
Well, it's interesting because you do get kind of like emotionally invested in their lives when they talk about it. That's what I love most about it. I like how much they actually really care for each other, even though they kind of, rag on each other from time to time. That's really evident. My wife and I were on vacation in Navarre, Florida from Austin, Texas.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 200th episode.
And I was outside of the RV doing some work, hanging out about sundown.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to choose somebody to call in.
Right towards the end of the podcast, I heard, and Zack
Z Fuentes.
You're up next. I was like, what? That's me.
Zack, who would you like to spin the wheel?
Let's get Melissa.
Let's go, Melissa.
Okay, this wheel's bigger than she is.
And I said, babe, they have this show called Poker Out Loud. I would love to play on that thing.
Oh, wow! Oh, Zack!
Is this for real? Like, this is really happening?
Are you free February 7th?
Yeah, I'll definitely be free February 7th. I want to put Landon in the fucking bin, mate.
As soon as it was done, I was going there, I was like, oh shit, I wonder if Landon's really gonna like take offense to that, or is this kid gonna come after me? I was like, I should maybe, I was like, okay, was that bit worth the laugh? It's probably gonna cost me $1,000 at the table.
Huge shout out to my man, Zack. You gotta let me know when we come back, bro. The monitor's behind me. Can't fucking see it.
What happened to our other one that was over there?
Well, we only get one. We get a choice.
You guys shit on me, guys. I tell you, there's 10 seconds left on the clip.
You guys get to watch the monitor, or I get to watch the monitor?
He did say there was 10 seconds left.
I understand.
Berkey can't wait for 10 seconds. Why would he waste 9 seconds of his life?
That's true.
That's literally what his brain is thinking.
I actually tried to do things in the 10 seconds.
Right, of course you did.
You know how much we get done in these 5 minutes before the show starts?
So much.
Zero.
So much. No, you're wrong. Huge shout out to Zack. If you guys want to check out if you want to check out the rest of season 9 of Poker Out Loud, head over to solveforwide.io. Be sure to sign up for the all-in access pass. You can also get a glimpse of my new course, the game plan, which basically outlines what I did to prepare for Airball.
Airball Rick.
Airball Rick.
GG Rick.
He's back in action today.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on Bally's Live. Their inaugural opening was last night.
Is he?
Riveting lineup.
Aren't you in that mix?
I passed.
Oh.
I decided to make money instead of
You're a pickleball pro.
Instead of searching for fame. Well, they kind of kept me out of the good lineups, which is tonight and tomorrow. That's going to be like Persons, Santosh. I think Rob Young is here. There's Airball, obviously, Charles. So like a lot of the fun players are playing tonight and tomorrow. Last night was...
You're fun.
I am fun. I'm a lot of fun. Last night was literally the
Bellagio game.
No, it was like the Bellagio rejects that like don't get into the game. It was the third game.
Yeah.
So it's like the game that I have to play when there are too many VIPs in town.
In poker, like when you say third string game, it's a bad game.
I mean, it's not that it's a bad game. It's just going to be a very
it's a bad game because everyone's good.
Yeah, it's just going to be a very 100 big blind, appropriate ranges, raise and take it, raise 3-bet, fold type of game.
So not fun.
Not for TV fun.
That's what I'm saying.
It's fun.
It's not made for
fun
TV.
to play, not fun to watch.
Yes, agreed. It's fun to challenge yourself and like have to play theoretically sound instead of being splashy and just like fucking around. But your VPIPs are going to be like in the low 20s.
Low 20s.
I've never in my life
20s.
watched a stream. Look, Paul Newey's been around for a long fucking time. He's an OG. And he's not going to be shy about admitting that he's a goddamn nit. Okay? I've never in my life seen a game, any game, that included Paul Newey where he had the highest VPIP. He had the highest VPIP by a lot.
Wow.
At 34%.
Wow. There was a big blind ante, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because that should make it go from... VPIP is such a bad stat.
It's a bad stat.
Okay, we don't have to keep doing this every single time we talk about VPIPs, but it's a bad stat.
It is a bad stat.
You start limping, you start pimping.
Right,
like,
but nobody's doing that in this lineup, so it's actually pretty...
it's easy to manipulate.
Yeah, but it's pretty reflective in this lineup
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
fine.
being manipulated.
Yeah.
So the lineup was Matt Su, Brian Kim,
good at poker.
Paul Newey, Jeremiah.
Good at poker.
Who am I forgetting? There were two more. Casey, who's a Bellagio reg, and Viral, the sloth.
And the sloth.
The slowest man to ever play the game.
Okay, so you had that option, or you had...
I had me and 6 VIPs where I could win 125K playing 1-1.
And then you can also go play a 5K 6 max.
Correct, and bag near chip lead.
Yeah, so...
I made the right choice.
Mm-hmm. How many blinds you got?
This wasn't even close. 150.
That's so many big blinds.
So many big blinds. So many big blinds in the tournament.
Yeah.
But tonight's lineup on Big Bally's will be fucking sick.
Yeah.
So tonight I think is Santosh, Person, Airball, Charles, at least two others.
Is Santosh? Is it
Ben Lamb.
Santosh Saverna?
I'm not sure, but maybe. He plays on the Triton streams.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, he's fun.
Very fun player.
Very fun player. Ben Lamb is in there, and then this guy Yu that I don't know. So that's always a wild card.
Sure.
And then the Kier who played in my previous stream. He tends to be action, but I have a feeling this game is going to be too big for him to be out there splashing.
Where's Huss?
It looks like Huss got the axe. He also got shut out of
It's all for Huss?
tonight and tomorrow's game. So I think he's playing PLO at Aria.
I see.
It's crazy. Honestly, it's like crazy to me for guys like me and Huss to be out. I mean, the whole Huss is a super pro narrative after the $1 Million game is like, you guys just weren't watching the Live at the Bike streams. Like, he wasn't stuck and he was playing, 2 or 3x the stakes that usually run on TV. You get him in a lower stake game and have him buried. I mean, this guy was like literally playing 8-3 off to the felt over and over and over again. Kept calling it the Octo Crab.
Octo Crab, baby.
And just going nuts.
Octo Crab. That's...
Man, it is a weird thing. Like, at some point, money does matter when it comes to entertainment.
You just make the game too big. Like last night, Casey, who's a very good reg, but mostly grinds 10-20 and takes shots at 100-100. He was in for 20K. Oh, Jungle Man played last night also.
Yes.
No.
What a wonderful game.
Great game. Just couldn't wait to sprint to Bally's.
You waited.
I did wait. So Casey, who's like a good 10-20 reg that takes shots at 100-100s, in for 20K and was up like 100-ish. And man, the game just got way too big for him, way too fast. Like open mucking or just like mucking king queen suited to a single raise. And then Person comes into the game late and immediately puts on like the quadruple straddle. So they already have, they immediately have the 3200 on. He's in the 1600 with like 110K. Brian Kim opens min on button to 64K. Person calls. And Casey has ace 10 off in like the 1600. Like, freest money ever. This is the freest 20K you'll ever pick up in your entire life just jamming here. For sure. Bolt. This is the way the deck tests you too whenever the game's too big. Like, he should have been texting somebody and saying like, yo, I have way too much exposure on this 100K. And the game just like quadrupled in size. Buy some, right? But My guy was just rolling it. He's rolling with it. He's like, we're gonna fly. So of course the deck just tested him. So the very next hand, Brown Baller was in the game too.
Fun.
Lineup gets better. The very next hand, I think the 800 was on, and it folds. It either folds to him or it's open. I think somebody opened. I think person might have opened the button. He flat sevens from like the 200, and I think Brown Baller squeezes King Queen off from the 400. Person folds, fold. So we're out again. Next hand. Next hand, he has Ace King now in the small blind. Folds the person. He opens. No, sorry. Somebody opens. Person 3-bets. He cold fours to like, I think like 7K or 8K, something like that. Person 25K. Fold. GG, my G.
Out.
Get the racks.
Get him out.
Get the racks. We gotta hit the bricks, bro. Yeah. We're not playing poker anymore. I mean, like, if you don't want to put in $100,000 against Eric Person with Ace King offsuit, you got to go.
Go somewhere else.
You got to go, because you're not winning versus anyone else in that fucking lineup. That lineup's so tough, top to bottom. It's like Eric's the only one gambling.
You are on the outs.
Help me for the love that fold.
Loved it. Eric had queens.
Yeah.
It was right.
See?
He was right.
Yeah, of course.
He was fucking right.
How could he be ahead? He's always behind.
Yeah. So yeah, like the yesterday was a soft launch. Tonight's the real launch. Tonight's the real juicy lineup. Looking forward to seeing these guys. I think it's going to get real big real fast. It's advertised as 200, 400. Probably going to play
big freaking game.
Yeah.
Big freaking game, man.
That's a nice stack of chips you got there, Burke.
That is a nice stack of chips. That is what happens when you make better decisions and go play with all of the VIPs.
Yep.
My VIP Oaken.
And you get kings.
We played a big hand versus my man Oaken. Him and I battle. We sit super deep, way too fucking deep for 100-100.
What a 5-bet size, huh?
You got to, bro. We're 1,000 big blinds effective.
You got more flags than the Olympics over there.
Oh boy.
Okay, so let's run through this hand. And I'd like to hear your guys' feedback, even though I kind of cheated because I told you the results. But let's hear it anyway. Let's hear your initial feedback without knowing the results. Oaken opens the low jack, I believe, or high jack, off of like 108,000. So he opens the 300.
Sure, dude.
We're playing for stacks, baby. He opens for 300 off of 108K.
Wait, the blinds are what?
100-100.
Yeah, so it opens 3x.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not making fun of that. I'm just saying
$110,000.
I'm just saying we're about to play a 100K pot, and it started with he opened for 300.
Okay, yeah.
That's, unique.
This is the
but this is every day. Every day.
Not
yeah,
about
that's 1,000 big blinds, not 100.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. It's like
right.
Doesn't compute.
Yeah, we're not playing 501K, but it feels like
10,000 is 100 big blinds.
Yeah.
So
I have like 180K in front. He is like 108. He opens 300, folds to me in the small blind. Oh, and to give a little backstory, the previous hand, he opened the low jack. I had ace queen off in the big blind. I 3-bet. He calls. Comes king queen jack, two-tone, I think. And I think it was like 2 spades, and I have the queen of spades. Check, check. Sorry, rainbow. Check, check. Turn is the 4 of spades. I B66. He calls. River is the deuce of spades. I check. He bets like a little less than half pot, and I call, and he shows ace king with the ace of spades. So he was trapping me. Mm-hmm. Just a little backstory, because I made fun of him for not 4-betting me with ace king, like pretty hard.
Draw on hand.
You trapped me.
So now the very next hand, after I set up that meta, the deck rewards me.
Mm-hmm.
I have kings in the small blind. I 3-bet him again.
What size?
I think I made it 1,200. Yes. So 300, 1,200. He makes it 4,300.
Yum.
I make it 16,000.
Jesus. 160 bigs.
Standard. He peels. So we got 32K, give or take, in the pot.
Yeah. Your SPR is like what, 2?
A little bit.
A little bit more, 2.5.
3.3-ish. Right? So he has 92,000 behind.
Yeah, so 3.
Yeah, roughly 3. 92K behind, and there is 32K in the pot. We see a flop. Ace of hearts. Always a fucking ace.
Always fucking ace. They just tracked it, you know.
Queen of hearts.
Attracted.
Queen of hearts. Unreal. How can I win? King of spades.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Now what? I'm a little scared. I'm a little shook. Okay.
Shook about what?
The man is shooketh.
Here's the thing. I don't think
I mean, he could have aces.
Here's the thing. I don't have aces.
I think he does not play a 6-bet range. He might.
He might.
But it's kind of silly too. Right? Because like, what are you 6-betting? Just kings and aces?
Right, yeah.
You know?
I have a few hands.
And then like, some fucky hands. Some fucky hands that you probably don't always 4-bet that now you have to find the 6-bet with when you do 4-bet, Yeah, fine. Maybe he plays a 6-bet range. But the SPR is already 3 and he's in position. So it's like, you don't really need to lower it much more. You kind of just would, like if you have kings and you want to play 6-bet, you kind of just want to play jam, I think.
You want to keep kings and ace king in your range.
Well, you probably just play a very like aces, not aces type of 6-bet range.
Yeah. Yeah, which seems pretty fair. I think 6-betting kings is a huge error.
Probably.
A huge error at this depth. For sure.
You can just have aces.
I could just have aces. Yeah. And
it's scary when the other person can have aces.
Yeah.
You don't want to start 6-betting hands when you don't have them and they could.
Correct. Yes, this is correct. So I think 6-betting kings is like a huge error, which then leads me to believe that he probably just doesn't 6-bet much, if at all, right?
Yeah.
Which now means that he has aces nearly in full and queens nearly in full.
Yeah.
Right? Good and bad, right? Mm-hmm. Good thing, bad thing. So I follow up and I bet quarter pot, 8K. He calls. Now, 48,000 in the pot, and we have about
now you're 2 SPR.
Well,
yeah, about 2 SPR.
A little less.
Well, let's say we about having like a bigger, better check. What do you think his range bet small? Because like if he has 10s and jacks, he gets a pretty good price to just peel.
Yep, that's true.
So like if you go like B50, it's kind of like ooh.
Well, I think 10s and jacks just can't really do much but fold.
You think they have to fold versus 25?
No. Versus 50.
Yeah.
It's probably it feels like there's an indifferent. That's probably what we want to do, I would think, right? Because if he has ace queen, he's not folding versus like B40 or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it right now. If you bet half pot, he folds jacks and 10s without a heart, pure.
And then he calls the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what if you change that to like B? There's clearly a price where they're indifferent.
At B25, they all call.
What about so now look at like 35.
Well, I don't really.
You can just click the button. No. I don't want to learn anything today.
I want to find the exact point of indifference.
Well, like, there's clearly a good that's kind of what we're trying to do, right? Is make these hands indifferent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so or no? Am I fucking out of pocket?
Well, basically, I let it run dynamic sizing. So
sure.
I mean, the solver knows more than I do, and the two sizes it chooses is quarter and half.
I am. Yeah.
And it leans on half.
You pick it plays a 2 sizing strat?
Yeah.
Okay, so now
if I simplify it to a 1 sizing strat, it'll converge on half.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that cuz it seems like if he also just has like a suited pair plus, like a king queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like a king jack or whatever it is. These hands still have to peel too, where they always call like they auto call 25 versus 50. It's kind of annoying. Do you play some checks on flop or no?
Yeah. Half the time.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's a scary board.
I'll rerun it for a single size strat because in a 5-bet pot that seems more reasonable.
And it also takes 2 seconds. Shout out to Bruce.
Yeah, it converges on half.
Yay, learning.
So you check 48% of the time. You bet half the rest.
Aces mostly checks?
No, aces almost pure bets.
Okay.
Ace king mostly checks.
Sure, you have too much. Aces, you beat kings.
Right, and queens.
Aces, kings, and queens, nearly pure bet.
Mm-hmm.
King, queen suited, if you ever have it. Nearly pure bets. Ace, queen, pure checks.
Yeah, because equity retention, equity retention gets bad. Like turn king, turn straight, you get kind of scared. But then like king, queen, I guess you can use later. Maybe.
Yeah, potential bluff later, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And then like if you have any other...
I'm cooking over here.
Bill puts up the board and Brian says, ooh, a queen on the turn.
If you...
Well, we know what the run out is.
If you have any other...
It's posted on his tweet.
If you have any other ace X, it also just pure checks.
Yeah. You just kind of wait.
Yeah, delays. You need some delays. So anyway, I choose quarter pot, which kind of whatever. my hand mixes between quarter and half, prefers half, but it does all three options. It checks also.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he calls, and my plan was like, I'm just gonna 3E. Like I have a hand that wants to get all the money, so I'm gonna, or sorry, not 3E. I'm gonna quarter pot flop and then 2E turn and river.
Yeah, man, half,
which is gonna be like 40-40.
Half makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think half might be 2E. No,
It's a little less.
It might be a little bit less. Yeah,
man.
Let me check.
Half feels nice.
Okay, yeah. So SPR on turn is like 1.3.
Okay.
So yeah, you go, you basically go half on flop and then small size turn.
Yeah, on the queen, of course.
Right. Well, it checks a lot.
Yeah. Like you play checker small.
Yeah.
Because you either have aces or like quads, sure.
Yeah.
Or you have like bluff catcher / nothing.
Yeah, and if it's a brick instead, then yeah, you go half again to set up like what I assume is like a very small river jam.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh no, half was 3.
Interesting.
That's why.
Cool.
So is that so for me? I think I have the SPR set up a little bit poorly here. I have it 3.33 instead of 3. So I think it probably would have been 40-40-40 to go 3E. And that's what I should have been thinking, but instead I just thought like this board's really bad for his range.
Is it though?
Well, when he doesn't have aces or queens, or ace king, like right, it's fine for the top of his range, but I'm always going to stack the top of his range no matter what sizing structure I choose. I was more thinking.
How are
in
you
terms,
getting money from the other part of his range?
Right. That was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Right. It was just like, why don't I let him, potentially catch up? Because I have the king of hearts also.
Well, man, it just seems like on this board, he either has like the super nothing, which folds to any size, or he has like concentrated equity. Right, because he's gonna have pair plus, he's gonna have top 2, he's gonna have bottom 2. Like he's not gonna 6-bet ace king.
No, I think you're right. I think you tend to be right, and it's probably just to get the money now.
Thank you.
Let's.
I do tend to be right sometimes.
Let's 3E here, but I guess I was thinking more so of like bottom of range, like jacks, 10s, whatever queen X suited he might throw in the mix, king X suited, because I block king X of hearts.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really even have any combo draws. He might have like a little bit of 10-9 of hearts, perhaps.
Fuck you.
But like, who cares? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
We have the king of hearts if that's the case.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't really when he 4-bets, he doesn't really have many flush draws here with these two cards. These two cards on the board, especially when you have the king of hearts.
Right, almost none. So yeah, 3E makes a lot of sense in my mind. I thought like I would go small and then just 2E turn and river.
Yeah, you just give a good price to those hands that you kind of want to get value from now, because like Jack and 10, bad turns, like bad turns.
No, not bad turns.
Because he has pair plus a lot.
Yeah, but like
you have 3 kings.
They just turn sets.
Sometimes, and they also turn straights.
Yeah, sometimes, and I just get there.
I see where their strategy. This is where the strategy all falls.
It's the get there strategy.
There aren't a lot of jacks or 10s in the deck, bro.
No, but it gets tougher for you to get value from hands
that part's true.
That's the issue.
That's also true on a queen. And that's
but you win a lot.
Yes. Yes, you do win a lot.
You have a full mouse now.
You do. Well, do you though? Because that's so that's where the question really comes from that I posed to Twitter.
Ah, yes, Twitter, the greatest platform in the world.
Is do we actually get value a lot here whenever that queen rolls off? So if we start thinking in terms of the concentrated equity that he possesses, he has ace king, he has aces, queens, and then
ace queen,
maybe a small amount of like ace queen suited. Right?
I mean, the whole thing is going to be predicated on whether or not he does have ace queen off.
Yeah, but
you're saying no.
I just think it has to be a near 0. I gave him like 5% when I ran it, but I think that's
he just flats your 3-bet.
I think so. Yeah. Or he 4-bet folds. Like the 5-bet's so large.
Yeah,
ace queen off calling, is just like
4-bet calling with ace queen off is
insane. Like I love to give my man Oak and shit, but like if he's peeling me with ace queen off, we got
you guys are
a party.
Deep, though.
That's why you can't peel.
That's a parking lot hand. Do you not see the board?
It is a parking lot hand.
It's a parking lot hand.
That is for sure a parking lot hand. So here comes my conundrum.
Good wine.
The queen is pretty bad for my range. I don't have any naked trips.
No, the queen is terrible.
The queen's terrible for my range. He has naked trips. I don't. I don't really have any flush draws either.
He has the queen jack. He has the queen 10.
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But whatever. Like way more likely than ace queen.
Sure, you can make a flush. Big deal.
No, well, just
why you peel pre with queen 10 and not ace queen off. Right?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. So
5-card hands.
So now I'm kind of looking at the board saying like, okay, well, I think he retains almost all of his aces. I think he retains almost for sure all of his pocket queens. He's not 6-betting those.
Yeah.
So he has full one combo of queens.
There's only one though.
Yeah, but he has that full one
he
combo.
He does have it.
And I might not have any of it.
Yeah.
Danger turn.
Like, I might have like 10% of a combo of queens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Or you're like, oh, he might have aces or queens, and then the
queen rolls off.
Yeah. You're like,
Right. It's like, fuck, the hand that I was stacking.
Yeah. Now got there.
Now just got there or doesn't exist.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right. So it's kind of a weird spot, right? Because it's like, what am I actually getting value from? Because now I can't 2E versus ace king. It's a terrible bluff catcher. It's a much better bluffing candidate, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So I said that, basically if roles were reversed and I had ace king, I would just be looking to take a line where I could potentially bluff with it if need be, especially if I had the king of hearts. So my plan was I was just going to range check turn and then value bet river accordingly, and just like jam when I have ace king.
Yeah, I think this strategy is just like super predicated off of ace queen off, where if he doesn't have ace queen off, you're gonna play a lot of checks, and if he does have ace queen off, you're gonna play a lot of bets.
Yes.
Like I think this hand with this stack depth and the range construction will try to make ace queen off indifferent on the river.
Yeah, for sure. Look, even
like that's the point, right?
Yeah, and I mean, even whenever it's kind of crazy,
which is great. You try to make someone fold a full house, but
yeah, I should rerun this to like restrict the range even more.
I can't make people fold fucking king high.
Right. But I should rerun this again to make this restrict the range even further because I have like some small percentage of flushes with like 8-7 suited.
I think you should. I think
let's just like condense it to where we're just playing the ace king queen game.
Let's make it real people ranges.
Right, because right now it still just has me jamming
RPR.
It still just has me playing like check turn and then just jamming river for value with all my houses. And it's just like, well, what's his calling range when we jam? And he's just supposed to like mix with ace king, call pure with his ace queen suited, and then start to mix with hands like king 10 and jack 10 suited. That like either
He's
aren't
not
there,
finding those,
right? They like either aren't there or
no.
just never fucking call.
Of course
like
not.
I don't think ace king even calls,
Right.
ever. I thought that like I would jam river with ace king as a bluff because all naked queen X would just fold, right? Because the jam is so fucking nutted.
You're just turning ace king into a bluff to get all the queens.
Yeah, if he has like queen 10 suited, queen jack suited, it's just like
good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it just feels really shitty calling off there whenever you unblock all of pocket aces and pocket kings.
Yeah.
Right.
Ace king would be a wonderful, like, if he has ace queen in range, that's your triple hand.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah. But again, like, I just think that ranges may be so condensed here. We'll never have vision. I have no idea what Oaken's doing here. He might have had fucking queen 8 suited for all I fucking know. But if we apply some sort of like logical ranges are so fucking condensed and stacks are so goddamn deep that we get into this weird toy game where we're literally playing like the ace king queen game and my range is ace queen and his range is just pure king. It's not pure king.
It is wild that with the pre-flop action that this is the board that came out.
Agreed.
It's just unbelievable.
It's not like it'd just be like 2-2-3 or something.
Right. Yeah.
No, yeah. So sorry, I misspoke. Like we're playing like the ace king queen game where my range is just ace or queen.
Yeah, and he is king.
But he has ace or queen too.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Right.
Or he has ace or king. He probably doesn't. He doesn't have any queen. He doesn't have any bluffs really.
Right.
But he has like bluff catchers and nuts.
This is
It's so weird. No one's
Well,
capped.
his bluff becomes ace queen if he wants to make you try to fold kings on the end.
Yeah. So he said he called with a naked queen. I don't know what it was. I ended up going check, and I bet half pot on the river with half pot behind. And he said he called with a naked queen because I should have jammed. You would have folded.
No. What? Does he? You're never folding kings full in any scenario ever.
He fucking knows that. Like
Ever,
he says the thing that he knows is the least true statement that he could ever make. Like I should have jammed. You would have folded kings. It's like
you just don't care.
I would have tanked for a long time. and then paid.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't have snapped you off, but like, I'm never folding a full house.
Never.
Unless it's at the PCA with 40 people left.
And the guy had a flush.
And the guy
wrong,
is misplaying a flush.
Oh, man.
In which case, then and only then will I fold a full house.
It would be a Wesley Coin term, overplay.
Yeah, real overplay. Yeah, no, I think he wants to. I don't think he wants to jam a queen there. I think he wants to have ace king and jam that. Even though theory doesn't really dictate that, I just never have pocket queens. Right, so it's just like you just want to smash it in my face when you block all my full houses.
Yeah.
So what did you do on the turn?
I don't think you want to jam a queen.
And I'm going check on the turn. Yeah.
You don't want to jam a queen because he wants you to fold ace queen.
Right, and also that's another signifier of like why he should be bluff catching with his hand rather than jamming. He checked back trips on the turn.
Yeah.
Because he knows how nutted my range is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
You can also bet small and then fold and check back. Sorry, like bet small turn. Like get called by ace king.
I mean,
back.
he could even just like bet small twice. Like, I'm a monkey. I'm not gonna fold ace king. I might check jam it, which doesn't feel good for him.
Yeah, he'll get scared.
Yeah, that actually probably, especially with the 2 of hearts.
I think you can like if he just has like queen jack. I think you just like go quarter on turn
and then check back. Yeah, I agree.
Seems nice.
I think so too.
Or you could check and then lose a bigger bet when you v66. We like
true.
that.
Yeah,
we like money.
I missized river. I probably should have went a little larger. Theory has me at pot.
Here we are. We're talking about folding full houses.
Wow.
Indifference with full houses.
The game changes when you get to 1,000 big blinds.
The game. The game is the game. The game is the game. You won though.
I did win.
You did win.
I did win. I won big. Big 6-figure win in cash yesterday.
Big win.
Sprinted. No, I didn't sprint. That's a lie.
You moseyed.
I casually moseyed my way over to the.
You tortoised your way over.
I got to tell you, it's so much easier to not max late reg, but to late reg and not care about all of the big blinds that you could have had you registered earlier when you consider yourself a recreational player. Like, I don't think, I've been saying this all summer to like a lot of the tournament grinders that are clearly very good and very studied. I'm like, I just don't put any work into my MTT game. I consider myself not very good at tournaments.
Stop doing this. I can't take the Matt's not good at tournaments anymore.
I didn't say I'm not winning.
I'm just not good.
I didn't say I'm not winning. I'm just nowhere near great at MTT.
He's not going to be one of the best players in 100K high rollers.
Sure.
He's going to be one of the best players in anything under $10,000.
I disagree.
For sure.
I disagree.
Okay, I do not.
Man,
I digress.
Listen, you're not going to get that fucking bracelet bet, man. It doesn't matter how fucking much you downplay your shit. You're not getting it. It's not happening. Just get over it.
Well, I will say this. Me taking a recreationals mindset to these MTTs definitely makes me a better tournament player.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
For sure.
Yeah, you're like, fuck it, if I lose, no problem.
Yeah, like
I want 100K in cash, I'm good.
I'm just not scrutinizing these close spots. Like yesterday, I 4-bet jammed sixes. I raised.
You have to have a different perspective when you come from playing like these nosebleed cash games where you have hundreds of thousands of dollars in front of you, and then you're like, I'm buying into a 5K. It's like one little flag.
The other day, I registered the 3K max.
Yeah.
And I literally needed fourth or fifth place money to get even from the day in cash.
You're giving Justin Young vibes right now.
Yeah.
This feels like a Justin Young type of vibe.
That's why he wins.
That's true. Yeah, you just go have a scotch.
He'll take sixes to the face for 30.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's either doubling or he's out. It's fine.
I don't even know how bad it is. I'm sure it's not great.
You probably just want to call.
I raised hijack,
low jack,
button 3-bet me, and I just 4-bet ripped for 30. And you know what? Like,
probably a little lower.
There's fucking 500 people in the tournament. And I have 30 big blinds.
Am I either going to be one of them or none of them?
Yeah, it's like, and I have a pair. Oh man, this is actually pretty funny. So the dealer accidentally burned twice before putting the flop out, and we caught it. So she pulls back one of the cards and puts it on top of the deck, and we think it was the right one. Can't be sure. It ends up being the 6.
Oh my god!
But just to make sure that there was no fuckery, I rivered quads.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to worry about getting cheated on this one.
That's good.
But it was the 6 followed by a king right behind it. He had ace king.
If it goes first down, second down, the first one down is the burn. So the second one is the first card of the flop.
Yeah, I understand. It just like wasn't super obvious which one was which.
It wasn't clear.
But it comes 6 in the door, which was, maybe the mistake burn, maybe not, and then a king right behind it. He has ace king.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, sorry, bro. But I rivered the quad, so it's like, don't worry, you were never winning.
Yeah. This one's
fine.
not.
That river was correct.
Yeah, that river was for sure intact.
This ain't for you, bro. This is for me.
Yeah, I ran super hot. My first bullet, I got kind of unlucky. I opened 9s on the button, lost to 5-3 off defend on 8-5-5 for 30-ish.
Yeah.
Re-entered.
Goodbye.
This was actually a funny story. So I re-enter, and I wanted my same table. Like, it wasn't great. Shannon was at it, and there might have been like 1 or 2 other pros, but there were a couple of fun players there too.
Yeah, but you want it back.
The table back. I just want the guy who got me a 5-3. I was like, man, I want to play against this guy. Like, he's here for big pots for sure, and he had like 200K.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to come back to this table. So I don't draw my table. I go to like table 59 or something like that. And I win like 1 pot. It was all regs, like Nacho and a bunch of others. I win like 1 pot and it breaks. So then I get moved to Toby's table. I sit down.
Ooh, I love Toby.
Toby time.
Toby turn.
I sit down. I have 60K. And before I can even get dealt in, they break our table. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So
bye, Toby.
So this was like table 68 or something like that, and table 70, which is the one I originally came from, is right behind me. And I go, come on, table 70. I can see my seat is still fucking open. And the floor guy goes, it's in there. I'm like, let's go one time. So the kid next to me draws the high card. He gets the first seat off. I get the second one off, and they go around, and I slow peel it. And just smash over 70 seat 2. I'm like, whoa, let's go.
He's back.
I'm back, baby. So I come back. I slam it down. I immediately.
you slam the table card down. Like, what's up, bitches?
You guys are all fucked.
Now you're all in big trouble.
Big trouble. So
I'm back.
I double with the 6s to get up to 120K. And then like 3 hands later, my guy with the 5-3 off, he comes hard. I 3-bet ace king from the cut. He cold 4s. And I was like, I'm not being all in here. I just rip it for 60 bigs. He like, oh, okay, call. Yeah, 2 jacks. Like, dead, bro. You're dead.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Ace right on the flop?
No, queen high, turn king. Let's go.
That's how I felt. I lost kings, king 10 versus 3s, where I had like 7 bigs or some shit. And I'm like, nah, like, you should sit down. Like, no, I feel like I'm winning this one for sure. King in the window. I'm like, oh, let's go. Like, cause table was way too fun. We're having a fucking riot. Yeah. I'm like, oh, they're not gonna let me leave. And then Jake, my friend Jake had 3s and goes, 3s are hot, bro. 3s are hot. Turn 3. He goes, let's fucking go. And I was like, God damn it.
Brutal.
Yeah, but man, that was so fun. I fucking love the 5. More tournaments need to be 6 maxes, man.
Yeah.
There's more room. There's more fun. You play hands, There
was over 1,000 runners for this thing. For 5K.
Every time I looked at the clock and saw more entries, I thought to myself, where do people find these dollars?
Dude, these fields are massive.
We're reaching like 2013 numbers.
I'm telling you, I said this before the series. I
said what he said.
I said
what he said. I said what I
said. And I said the fields are going to be big. We're in the middle of a poker boom. They're going to get 10,000 people for the main event.
Crypto's not even doing well.
Doesn't matter.
What's going on?
Doesn't matter. Inflation, bro.
Yeah,
like these 5Ks are like practically
inflation keeps going up and the buy-in keeps going down.
1500s.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how the stripper index works.
Yeah, you're right.
The stripper index said that people are coming, regular customers are coming back, which means inflation money is back and everyone's got money again.
I waited in the late reg line yesterday for an hour and a half.
You're a fish.
No. Why am I a fish?
TPIC, bro.
No, he can't because he has the ticket.
The late reg
line.
Right. No, of course I TPIC'd it. But like, yeah, and then I'm just, I watched some High Noon and I watched, Daniel's vlog.
And High Noon
will stop by today. We got Jeff Platt at the table. We got Eric Baldwin at the table.
At your table?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fun table.
Yeah, it's going to be a real fun one. We have one open seat for a late registrant. Hopefully it's Brent Hanks. That'd be super sick. One last hand to briefly talk about before we get out of here. The next to last hand of the night last night, this young kid at my table has like 280K. We're playing 20K big blind, so 140 bigs. He opens either low jack or high jack, folds to me, the button calls, and in the small blind I have ace king suited and I cover. I have like 350K. So I make it big. I make it 11 blinds. So 22K. Comes back to him, 140 big blinds to start, and he makes it 45K. So he clicks it on me, folds back to me, and I'm like, man, I haven't done this since like 2009. click.
Yeah, good poker.
So I make it 70K.
Haven't played good poker since 2009.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, I'm channeling my inner Mormon right now, except I have it. So I click it to 70K, and he goes into a long tank and then finally folds.
I don't know if we've had this conversation, but have you seen Mormon Soldier?
No.
It's like a YouTube video about like Middleton.
Oh, MIDI?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
I learned this on the night before Scoop Main final.
Okay.
It was some good history. 6-bet clicking and leaving.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a lot of clicking back in the day, bro. A lot of clicking. That's going to do it for us. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. We will be back tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Pacific. Hopefully, I'll be rolling into a day 3. I'm not really sure. We got the main event preview as next Monday is day 1A. So we'll be talking all things main event. Oh, my God. I forgot to shout out my man at the final table, the Millie Maker. We'll get to it tomorrow.
Neep?
Yeah, that clip was so fucking good.
Bro, the aces slow roll?
Yeah, we'll get to it tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you all 10:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Peace.